Rowan College at Gloucester County wrapped up the spring semester with a major announcement: the creation of a Women in STEM Academy and corresponding scholarship program. Here's a look at some highlights from that announcement.
Women represent 48% of the workforce. However, in STEM, women only represent 24% of the workforce. So 48% to 24%, that's a big drop. In engineering, women only represent 13% of the workforce. So there is a major, major gap here. So the whole goal here is this scholarship will provide funding, support, academic and advisement support to 20 young women pursuing careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
STEM fields are essential to the economic growth of this country and our global competitiveness. And we need women to help contribute to that. It's not only a critical part of America's strategy to develop its highly trained workforce, it's also important for women. Women in STEM fields earn 33% more money than their counterparts in non-STEM fields. Having women in STEM fields contributes to the equality of women. So this is a much bigger issue than just helping some girls go to college and major in science. It really does have a tremendous impact on the future of women's equality.
We administratively came to the conclusion that there was one piece that was just absolutely missing, and that was a focus on women in the field of science, tech, engineering, and mathematics. As the father of 2 young women, professional women, and looking now at 2 grandchildren, and one of whom is looking into the field, into the STEM field, I personally and professionally came, into this job with the understanding that we had to do more. It was an underrepresented population, and I think that goes back in and it kind of pushes its way down even into middle school. So we're doing what we can do to change that image, change that perception, and I'm now standing here surrounded by a very talented group of young women who are going to enter in and are in the STEM field, attached to a research university. This couldn't be a better story. The irony of today is we're in this building because what we're doing over there, where we would have been in the STEM facility, is that we're adding a wing to the STEM facility for some labs, the Scott Hall, and we're also building a brand new facility that will be focused on STEM division, science, mathematics, and engineering. So to that end, this college is lifting itself in this arena, which is the #1 demand in our country.
I have really the best part. I get to tell you some of the things that we've already started to do for this academy, even though we're not really rolling it out officially until the fall. These women have worked a lot with me over the past year on a lot of events, so I get to tell you about some of the things we've been doing. One of the major focuses of the STEM Club this year was on outreach, and in particular we would go to schools. We did a lot of school visits and did fun experiments with them. As everyone kind of already mentioned, we're trying to plant those seeds early on and get kids excited about STEM education. We volunteered at the science fair a couple weeks ago, and then last week we had Bring Your Child to Work Day, and they did a fantastic job with that as well. I always open up these events not just to the women in STEM, but the whole STEM club and all my students, and it just seems like the women are the ones that always show up big. So 9 out of 10 of our volunteers for Bring Your Child to Work Day were women. All the ones for the science fair were also all women. So they're very involved, they're a very dedicated group, they're very committed to the effort.
For as long as I can remember, I wanted to go to medical school and become a physician. When I would tell this to adults, I was always met with, well, that's going to take a lot of math and science. So I don't know why I let that discourage me, but I did. And so after high school, I joined the workforce, and I became the general manager of a local fast casual food chain, and that was great. But it was during that time that I grew even more curious about how the universe works, and I developed more questions that I knew could only be answered with math and science. So I re-enrolled at Rowan College at Gloucester County, RCGC, and I think that I had the best experience here that anyone could really have. The faculty is just so amazing and supportive, and really, the most important part was that they believed in me.
So today we're going back and we're going to try to fill in a vacuum and a gap that we believe was an injustice and something wrong, and We think we have the talent right here to prove our point.
Hopefully we are setting a model for something that will take place not only in southern New Jersey, northern New Jersey, central New Jersey, or the region, but also nationwide.